I still hear that cry. It haunts me in the quiet of night. My name is Abina. I live in a small village by the red clay road and the smoky kitchen fires. We know each other here. We share meals and stories. But I never knew the real cost of our Sunday feast. It began one dry season. Rain had stayed away for weeks. Crops wilted, and hunger crept into every hut. That Sunday, Omasod brought something new to the market, fresh meat, tender and red, cheaper than anything we'd see. She wore bright beads around her neck and a soft cloth wrapped tight over her hair. Her eyes glowed when she spoke of the taste. I stood in line, watching her slice the meat into neat pieces. She smiled at the women ahead of me. Her knife was clean, but her hands trembled just a bit. When my turn came, she looked straight at me. "This one is special," she said, laying a thick slab in my basket. I paid her with 3 coins and hurried home. I was proud to have such good meat. I thought my children would eat well that night. That evening, the fire burned high. Smoke curled up toward the thatch roof. I seasoned the meat with palm oil and pepper, but I did not cut away the fat. I did not notice the thin, white lines that ran through it like scars. My daughter, little Esi, ate first. She bit and chewed, her eyes bright. "It is so soft, Mama," she said. "It melts in my mouth." My husband, Kojo, ate next. He paused, fork halfway to his lips. "Strange taste," he said. "But good." I tasted it last. I felt a strange pull in my belly, like a circle drawing tight. I swallowed hard and took another bite. I felt the meat tear in my mouth like paper. After dinner, we all lay quiet. The moon drifted across the sky, and the night felt heavy. I could not sleep. I kept seeing the knife, the red meat in my basket, the white lines. The next day, I saw Omasod again. She sat by the fire in the market, her meat boards empty. Her eyes were dull now. She spoke low to a man behind her, his back bent like an old branch. He counted coins, his fingers long and rough. I bit my lip. I held my basket away from her. I left quickly. By noon, rumors spread. A child had fallen sick after eating her meat. Another neighbor felt weak and saw dark shapes in her dreams. Fear rose in our hearts. That evening, the village elder called a meeting in the open yard. We sat on logs around the smoky hearth. Fireflies danced in the dusk. Elder Komi stood, his face hard and lined. He spoke in a voice that trembled. "It has come to our ears," he said, "that our people fall ill. The meat we eat is not of goat or cow. It is something else." He paused. No one moved. The fire crackled. "We cannot ignore this," he said. "We must find the truth." I felt cold. My heart pounded. I knew in that moment that I had to tell what I saw. Yet my voice shook. "I bought meat from Omasod," I said. "It looked like goat, but there were lines inside." I did not think. I cooked it and ate it myself. A hush fell. "Did you see where she got it?" Kwame asked. I looked at the ground and swallowed. "No," I said. "But I saw her talking to a man. He carried baskets at dawn into the bushes near the old well. The well was long and used. We called it the dead well. Strange stories clung to it, of lost children and dark spirits. No one fetched water there anymore." Elder Komi raised his hand. "We go at dawn," he said. "We find the man and the truth." That night, I could not sleep. My dreams were filled with the sound of a woman's cry and the low moan of the wind through bare trees. I woke before the sun. My feet carried me toward the well without my full mind. I found the elder and a few brave men waiting. They wore spears and lanterns. My husband was among them. I wanted to turn back, but shame and fear held me there. We walked in silence. The clay road cracked under our feet. Birds called far off. The sky turned from black to dull gold. At the edge of the bush, near the old well, we found footprints. Small and large prints mixed in the red dirt. We followed them past thorny bushes and broken clay pots. The air smelled of damp earth and something else, bitter and sharp. Suddenly, Kojo pointed. There in a circle of broken stones was a crude shelter of sticks and cloth. Inside lay baskets covered with leaves. The leaves were wet and dark. I felt bile rise in my throat. One of the men lifted a basket. Under the leaves lay strips of flesh, thin and pale. I gasped. I covered my mouth. The men turned away, but I could not look away. I saw the lines of fat, the veins like thin threads. I saw small bones, too small for goat or cow. A scream tore from my throat. The elder knelt beside the basket. He said only one word. Human. I fell to my knees. My knees sank into the soft dirt. Tears burned my eyes. I heard Kojo curse softly. I heard the other men weep. Elder Kwame rose. He looked at me. His eyes were dull and sad. You saw this, he said. You know the danger. I nodded. I could not speak. He turned to the men. Burn it, he said. Burn every bit. Then bring the woman. The men bowed and set the baskets alight. Flames licked the sides. Smoke rose in black plumes. The fire crackled, and the flesh curled into ash. I stood, hands shaking. Kojo placed his hand on my shoulder. His grip was gentle, but firm. We must end it, he said. We found Oma's sword at home, her heart small and dark. She sat by the hearth, staring into the dying coals. She did not speak. Her beads lay scattered on the floor. Elder Kwame spoke for us all. Where did you get this flesh? He asked. She looked up. Her eyes were empty. I was hungry, she said. Her voice was soft. The crops died. The wells dried. I had no word of rain. No food for my children. Her hands shook as she spoke. She looked at me, her eyes full of shame. They came in the night, she whispered. A woman and a child. They begged for water. I let them in. They drank and ate. Then I dug deep. I felt something in the ground. A carcass. Fresh. I cut pieces. I cooked it. It was meat. I fed my children. They laughed. They ate. She paused, and her head dropped. Elder Kwame leaned close. What did you kill? He asked. Omasod shook her head. Tears fell. I don't know. It was in the bush, near the well. I thought it was an animal. She looked at me again. I'm sorry, she said. Her words echoed in the still air. I could not forgive her. I could not hate her wholly. She had been pushed by hunger, by fear. Elder Kwame made his judgment. You will leave this place, he said. Take your children. Go beyond the forest. Never return. Omasod nodded. She stood slowly and gathered her beads. She hugged her children, two small faces pressed to her chest. I watched her go down the red clay road, her cloth trailing in the dust. I saw the fear in her children's eyes. I saw the weight of shame on her shoulders. When she passed the dead well, she paused. She did not look back. Then she walked on until she disappeared into the trees. After the fire burned, we returned home. The village fell silent. Mothers pressed their children close. Fathers sat by the fireside, staring into flames as if they carried answers. I could not speak for days. I walked the paths alone. I thought of the meat in my basket. I thought of that first bite. I felt sick to my stomach. One morning, I tugged my skirt. Mama, why did Omasod go away? She asked. I bent low and held her. Her hair smelled of sweet grass and morning dew. She was in danger, I said. She made a bad choice. I did not say more. I did not tell her about the well or the baskets or the ashes. Her small hand pressed my leg. Will she come back? She asked. I closed my eyes. I don't know, I said. But we are safe now. The rains came 2 weeks later. Clouds gathered, and the sky cracked with thunder. Rain fell in heavy sheets and soaked the thirsty earth. Seeds sprouted, and green broke through red clay. Life returned to fields and gardens. At night, I still hear the crack of bones. I still see the white lines in my dreams. I cannot forget. I tell this story to warn others. We must guard our hunger, guard our hearts. We must remember that the cost of survival can be far higher than we think. And if only they knew the source of her meat, they might have saved her soul.